For decades, standard oncology relied on generalized toxicity, flooding the body with chemicals to kill the tumor before severely damaging the patient. We are now moving past that baseline. Enter Intismeran Autogene, formerly known as mRNA-4157. This is the personalized mRNA cancer vaccine developed by Moderna and Merck. When the clinical data validating this drug was released, the stock surged 177% intraday, fueled heavily by institutional short covering, as the market realized the underlying science actually worked. Moderna's technology operates differently than the mass-produced preventative shots used for influenza or COVID-19. This therapy functions as an individualized adjuvant immunotherapy. A patient only receives this treatment post-resection, after their primary tumor has been surgically removed. The biological reality of surgery is that even the most precise resection often leaves behind residual microscopic cancer cells hiding in the body. The goal of Intismeran Autogene is not to shrink an existing primary mass. Its purpose is to teach the patient's immune system to hunt down that lingering microscopic disease and permanently prevent the cancer from returning. To achieve this, the therapy relies entirely on a synergistic biological mechanism. The mRNA platform cannot succeed on its own. We can think of the mRNA vaccine as the immunological gas pedal. As this animation shows, a synthetic mRNA strand enters the cell and translates into 34 patient-specific mutant flags. Presenting these neoantigens primes the body's CD8-positive cytotoxic T-cells, programming them to physically hunt those exact mutant signatures on the surface of tumor cells. This presentation simultaneously primes CD4-positive helper T-cells, coordinating a broader systemic immune attack. But there is a critical biological limitation here. Even a perfectly primed aggressive army of T-cells can be completely neutralized by a tumor's innate defensive mechanisms. Tumors are highly adaptive. They hijack a PD-1 checkpoint, a natural pathway that regulates the immune system, to evade detection and literally shut down the incoming T-cell attack. This is where pembrolizumab, commercially known as Keytruda, comes in. It acts as the immunological brake release. Keytruda specifically blocks that PD-1 checkpoint inhibition pathway, completely stripping away the tumor's primary defense mechanism. Without the PD-1 blockade, the tumor would just turn off the newly trained T-cells. Overwhelming the cancer requires both the gas pedal of the mRNA and the brake release of Keytruda. Figuring out exactly which 34 mutations to place on that mRNA strand presents a massive data filtering problem. Sequencing a tumor yields thousands of candidate mutations, represented by red data points. Most are useless. The machine learning pipeline evaluates these candidates, calculating HLA binding affinities and processing probabilities. It filters the noise, isolating and arranging the 34 best targets onto an mRNA concatemer. This brings us to a major industry misconception regarding what the term AI designed actually means in the context of personalized oncology. For contrast, we can look at academic models like Cambridge's DioSynvax platform, which focus entirely on proactive pandemic defense. Platforms like DioSynvax use AI to generate novel synthetic superantigens from scratch. They are inventing biology that does not exist in nature, which introduces distinct biosecurity capabilities. Moderna's pipeline does not do that. It performs AI-assisted selection. It simply evaluates naturally occurring patient data to optimize precision oncology, rather than generating new synthetic biology. That computational efficiency is what translated into the hard clinical trial outcomes that initially validated the platform. This dashboard shows interim data from the Phase 2b KEYNOTE-942 trial. The therapy demonstrated a 44% reduction in cancer recurrence or death. Crucially, it hit a 65% reduction in distant metastases, proving its ability to hunt microscopic disease in high-risk melanoma. It is vital to note that these exact figures represent Phase 2b data. Moderna and Merck are currently running their next major milestone, the Phase 3 trial officially named INTerpath-001. INTerpath-001 is designed to strictly validate these recurrence-free survival rates at a much larger scale. But deploying a highly individualized therapy at a commercial global scale introduces a brutal logistical reality. This timeline visualizes the vein-to-vein hurdle, the total elapsed time from the patient's initial tumor biopsy through algorithmic target selection to the custom batch manufacturing of their specific file takes roughly 6 to 8 weeks. The clinical urgency of this window is extreme. During those 6 to 8 weeks, any residual cancer cells left in the body are actively attempting to spread or mutate. If scientists had to manually sequence the tumor and select the neoantigen targets by hand, hitting this timeline would be physically impossible. The therapy would arrive far too late for rapidly progressing patients. The true clinical value of AI in this pipeline is massive time compression. By reducing the target selection phase from weeks down to hours or days, the algorithm compresses that critical vein-to-vein window before the cancer can metastasize. With the pipeline verified in skin cancer, we must look at how this AI and mRNA engine applies to the wider systemic oncology landscape. The multi-billion-dollar expectation relies entirely on the platform not being limited to melanoma. This map shows the algorithmic engine branching out. The immediate expansion of the InterPath trials is into non-small cell lung cancer, designated as InterPath 009. Additional active pipeline targets utilizing this exact same algorithmic engine include cutaneous squamous cell carcinoma and bladder cancer. This represents a change in how the biotechnology industry approaches drug development. Oncology is moving away from broad-spectrum, one-size-fits-all chemotherapy in favor of proactive, algorithmic precision medicine. Integrating machine learning into the mRNA synthesis pipeline solves the two hardest problems in oncology: accurately targeting the specific biology of an individual patient, and then executing that process fast enough to actually matter. This creates a serious tension regarding the economic and clinical future of our current standard care protocols. So, looking at the data, do you believe AI-accelerated personalized vaccines will fully replace standard adjuvant chemotherapy for solid tumors within the next decade? Let us know in the comments. If you want more rigorous deep dives into the science and data driving the AI headlines, like, share, and subscribe to KYC AI Labs.